Hi, this is Mrs. Robertson, and I am just a little concerned about how we're doing on the quiz. So we're going to go over how to do each problem on the quiz. Remember, this was an open note calculator quiz that I'm now going to show you how to do to make sure everyone gets a good grade. That is your treat for Halloween. I'm treating you to all the right answers. Please make sure you show how to do every problem. Unit rate. That means we have to end up with a denominator of 1. Since there's no specific things here, the first one is on top, the second one will go on bottom. So this will end up being meters per second. Now, to change 325 meters in 28 seconds to a unit rate, that means we want to get it over 1 second. How does 28 turn into a 1? You divide it by 28. If you divide 28 by 28, you also have to divide the top number by 28, and you're going to get, it says round to the hundredths, so 11.61. 11 and 61 hundredths meters in 1 second. How did I get the 61? In my calculator, that is 11.607142. The 7 turns the 0 into a 1. Everyone knows how to do that? Good. Now, we're going to put 128 pounds over 16 dogs. So this is going to be pounds per dog. We need to get it over 1. How many pounds does one dog weigh? So you divide it by 16. 128 divided by 16 equals 8. 8 pounds for one dog. Any questions about unit rate now? Any questions? Okay, now this one you have to read carefully. It says, the costs of different sizes of bottled drinks are shown. Which bottle costs the least per ounce? Ounce is going to be on bottom, dollars is going to be on top. Well, if you notice, the chart is backwards. So we're going to put cost on top, 0.89 divided by 8 equals what for 1 ounce? So 89 hundredths divided by 9 equals 0.098, repeating, 0.098 with the 8 repeating. That's this one. For the next one, here you're going to have 1.09 divided by 16. 1.09 divided by 16, 0.0681. So this will be 0.0681, and that's rounded, okay, over 1. This one, $1.89 over 24 will equal, you have $1.89 divided by 24. Your answer is going to be 0.0787 over 1. And then the last one, $2.39 over 32 ounces. My unit rate will be 0.074. 0.0746 over 1. Now we put them, which one costs the least amount? The one that is the least is this one here. The 16 ounces is the least. This one right here, the 16 ounce costs the least. It's 0.0681. That was this is the most expensive. Yeah. So, any questions on how to do that problem now? Lacey. For which one? 0.89. Oh, I might have point.
I think you said 9. You divided it by 9.
Divided instead of by 8. 0.1. Oh, that one's the most expensive. Yep, this one is wrong. It's 0.111 2. All right, so it's not the cheapest, it's the most expensive.
I mean, it's still the most expensive.
It's the most expensive, but I did have the wrong answer. Yes, question. Yes, I can't see your face. Yeah.
So the one that you got wrong, what was the number again?
It's 0.89. It's this over that. Always read to see what you're supposed to have for your unit rates.
The answer for that one.
What?
They mean the answer for.
It's 0.1112. You just divide 8,900. Your quiz is on your desk. Write the answers down and copy everything I do. It's a quiz. Your quiz is on your desk, yeah. Now, we're ready for number 4. In number 4, this says 3/4 divided by 2. 3/4 divided by 2. That will be 3/4 times 1/2. The answer, 3/8.
Why are you giving us the answer?
Because they didn't do a very good job. I'm recording this, so you can check for the first part. Number 5. This is their treat. They tricked me by not knowing it, so my treat to them is to tell them how to do each problem. This says 6 divided by 2/3. So that'll be 6/1 times 3/2. Simplify before you multiply. 2 divides 2 once. 2 divides 6 3 times. You end up with 9/1, which equals 9. Any questions? The next one, that says 4 divided by 1/5. 4 divided by 1/5. That will be 4/1 times 5/1, which is the answer 20. So you have 20, 9, and 3/8. Make sure you show this work on your paper. Nathan, you doing okay? Am I going too fast? Number 7, we want to end up with feet per second. Rupert drove home at an average rate of 58 miles per hour. Okay, so I have 58 miles over 1 hour. I have to change both of them, don't I? I have to end up with feet on top and seconds on bottom. So that means I have to multiply by 2 things. And I want to end up with feet on top, seconds on bottom. Remember doing these problems? Let's get rid of miles first. Okay, so to get rid of the label miles, I have to put miles on bottom. And I want feet, so I put feet on top. Got it? So miles cancels out, I end up with feet. Now, my unit rate, feet and miles. How many feet are in a mile?
5,280.
Right, 5,280 over 1. Now, we have to change hours to seconds. Hours is on bottom, so to cancel it out, I have to put it on top. And seconds is what I want on bottom. Good, I've got it. Now I have to figure that out. 1 hour is how many seconds? Okay, now we multiply using your calculator. You're going to take 58 times 5,280. That gives you 306,240. And you take 1 times 1 is 1, times 3,600 is 3,600. We have to simplify this. So you divide this by that so you know how many feet it is for 1 second. All right? So 306,240 divided by 3,600, 85.06 repeating. 85 point, oh, it says to the nearest tenth, right? 85.06, 6 turns the 1 into, or the 0 into a 1, so it's 85.1 feet in 1 second. 85.1 feet in 1 second. Any questions? Nathan?
just figured out if it accelerates to 2 more miles per hour, you've got to be going a mile per minute.
I know, that's pretty fast. All right, now let's go on, and they get a little easier again. All right, number 8, it says determine if the situation represents a proportional relationship. Explain your reasoning. 12 over 2, that will simplify to 6 over 1, 6 over 1, 6 over 1. It's proportional. Equivalent fractions. They're all equivalent fractions. That would be something you could do. Did anyone have anything else? What did you use for your wording to say that they were proportional? Yeah.
I just said that they all equal 6.
They all equal 6. That would be the same thing. That's good. They all equal the same thing. They simplify to the same amount. Okay. Now in this one, does $4.50 divided by 2 equal 2.95 over 1? Let's see. 4.5 divided by 2. No, that's 2.25. 605 divided by 3 equals 2.02 over 1. Not proportional. Why? They are not equivalent fractions. They don't have the same unit rate. You could say not equivalent fractions. You could say not the same unit rate. Those are some different things you could do for this. Not same unit rate. They don't equal the same unit rate. Okay? Then, Myra can fill 18 glasses with 2 containers of iced tea. So 18 over 2 equals 9 over 1. Okay, so 9 glasses with 1 container. How many glasses can she fill with 3 containers? Well, 9 over 1, these are glasses, and this is containers. So, equals 3. X over 3. Now this is one, it doesn't say you have to use cross product. You could just say, well, 1 times 3 is 3, 9 times 3 is 27, and it's 27 containers. All right. Now if I say I want you to use cross products, you have to do cross products. But this one was an easy one, okay?
Yeah, that was probably the easiest of the whole.
Yeah. All right. Now let's go to the next page. All right. I'm going to be grading it. Yeah, if you don't write down what I write down here, then it's going to be counted wrong. Okay, tennis balls to cost. Cost is this way. That's the vertical one. Tennis balls is going this way. So over 3 up to 6. Over 4 up to 8. Whoops, I got it on the wrong line. Up to 8. Over 5 up to 10. This is one of the things that's really hard with, since my left eye doesn't work right, it's hard for me to graph these sometimes. Over 6 up to 12. Okay, now it's a straight line, but is it proportional? I'm going to get my ruler out here and see. In order for it to be proportional, it has to go through the origin. Yep, it will go through the origin. That one, since it does this right here, it is proportional. Why? It's a straight line.
Do you have to write why? Because it just.
And, yeah, it says explain your reasoning. It's a straight line and goes through the origin. And the origin is 0, 0, okay? So if you have 0 tennis balls, it costs you $0. That always makes sense. Let's do the next one. 1 gallon, 4 quarts. 2, 8. 3, 12. 4, 16. Will it go through the origin? No, I don't think it will it? No. If I even try really hard, well,
I mean, they all equal 4.
you know what? It is. With the ruler, that one is proportional.
Because it's 4.
Yep. And they all equal 4, too, you can tell. So 0, 0. That one is also proportional. Why? It's a straight line through the origin. The same thing. So that one is also proportional. Any questions? Okay. Now, I want you to do cross products, even though these are pretty easy. This is what we worked on yesterday. Step 1. You're going to have 5 times 12 equals 25 times x. 5 times 12 is 60. 60 equals 25 times x. Have I lost anyone? Now, divide by 25, divide by 25. Use your calculator. What is 60 divided by 25? 2.4. So 2.4 equals x. And circle your final answer. Now let's do the next one. 8 times s. That's a little s. I put the curly Q's so they don't look like 5s. And 5 times 12. Well, 8 times s is still 8s equals 60. Divide by 8, divide by 8. 60 divided by 8, 7.5. So s equals 7.5. Question? Yes?
Will we use the calculator and work on the test?
Yes. All right, the next problem. T times 10, or 10t, equals 14 times 11. All right, 10 times t equals 14 times 11. That'll give me 154. Divide by 10, divide by 10, t equals 15 and 4/10. Are there any questions? All right.
Hold on.